have any questions? So things are okay, troubleshooting. See, you know, we may have, like, when we are talking about troubleshooting, the issues, problems could be from any side. Is it? Now you have this issue related to corruption, files getting corrupted. Your executable files getting corrupted, your software files getting corrupted, like your application executable files, FMX files getting corrupted, your libraries are getting corrupted, or some utilities executables. Okay. So if you have this data or file corruption, so you know that there are various options available. So like if a particular data file is corrupted, some certain blocks got corrupted, you know what we do, the best is RMAN. We can validate database, and also we can recover corrupted blocks. But how do you know a data file, how many blocks in a data file got corrupted at the OS level using this OS utility? So I think you know that for data files we have which utility for validating data files? DB, database verification. So here also we have to use this database verification utility to verify, to check the integrity of a data file. This is one of the level like DBV. Okay, like for example, you can check DBV file is equal to the name of the data file, the name and the path of the data file. So here you have to specify the data file. Here is the data file name, the path you have to specify. When this DBV utility says that certain blocks are corrupted, you should not try just one time. This is also very important. You can say a tip on like how you make sure that these are physical block corruptions or logical corruption. You have to relocate that particular data file to another disk and again run DBV. And if you find that the DBV is saying the blocks are corrupted, so that means it's a physical corruption. Sometimes what happens when you run DBV, it says that certain blocks are corrupted. You relocate the data file to another disk, you rerun the DBV, it says 0 blocks corrupted. Right? Isn't it? So this is very important. Like this applies to I think everything. When you see certain issues and all that, like try to see whether it is going to be repeated. Is it going to repeat? Or is it a one-time kind of thing? Sometimes, isn't it? Or doctor say, yeah, one day is left, finish. Or hardly 2-3 days, finish. Okay? Your life is over, finish 2-3 days. लोग मैं तो बहुत कम हो रहा है, टाइम अपने पास कहीं नहीं है. He will tell you 2-3 years. Ramchandra, what are you thinking? Nothing. So the doctor said, finish, over, time is over, right? Is it? Then what we have to do? So gentleman just joking for that. Like sometimes this is the problem you are facing and all that. Like another, what the hell that guy is saying? You, as long as you have a type, you will leave, man. Second doctor will tell you, right? So this is my same experience actually. We should not directly, go to the conclusion. Okay. Visit another doctor always. So look at the problem from different angle. Try to reproduce the same issue. Okay. For example, sometime I have seen there are some issues are coming. Then when we restarted the services, it is gone. Apache is not responding. When we restart Apache, then it is responding. So it may be happen because of some internal code related issues, which may not be properly you can say bugs, but sometimes it happens on a specific platform. So once you beat bonds, it is okay, isn't it? Simple bonds, it should be okay. Sometimes because of the memory problem or process problem, it may happen. So when you bonds now, again that will be released, again another process will be started, another memory, and then problem will be fixed. So the same thing like. And here I think you would answer like solution here. Oracle has given this DBMS repair package. You can use this package, or Arman we have a command called block recover or recover. You can recover corrupted blocks from Arman. You can recover corrupted blocks from Arman. And one particular command feature is very good in Arman. It's called database health checker. For erasers to database, regularly we have to do that. From Arman, you should always give this command. Whether in 10G you have to say what? Backup, validate database. Or 11G you just have to say validate database. This is 10G and 11G you don't need to give backup, just validate database. Validate database. Validate database. This is 11G on this. In Oracle application it happens. Sometimes a user when they are trying to access a particular row, it throws error. Some blocks got corrupted. Even in Arman, you have this very excellent the same, you can say from Arman, validate data file number, block number. You can even, but it is not in 10G, 11G only. In 11G, you can even validate a particular block also. Whether a particular block is really corrupted, even you can validate that also. Logical corruption, actually if you see some example of logical table level corruption, in Oracle e-business suite only I face this problem. Sometimes some tables got corrupted, index got corrupted, it happens in Oracle e-business suite database only I face this problem. So how do you check whether a table is okay or not? How do you check the integrity of a table structure? With the command from SQL Plus. Analyze table, your table name, validate structure.
What is log corruption?
Log corruption.
Log.
Logical actually. In short, logical corruption. Logical. This is logical corruption. And how do you check the index? Analyze index, index name, validate index. Index, you can even sometimes the index get corrected. You know what is the solution? If the table is corrected, you try to recreate the same table by another name. Means you create another and later you can rename. If the index is corrected, you can rebuild index or recreate index. So sometimes what happens, like validate is the table, fine. Validate index, fine. But still users were unable to pick up the data. When there was a report, it was running, and when it was trying to pick up some rows from a particular block, that time it was throwing an error. Both was okay. I verified data file, it was okay. And then when I am looking at this, so then look at that, simple thing. What I did, look at this. And now it is throwing error. Now it throws error. Now it throws error. So when I say validate structure, fine, okay. Validate index, okay. Validate table, okay. Cascade, error. So that means the link between the table and index got some problem. The index was okay, the table was okay, but somehow the link, the dependency got problem. So you also have to issue this command also, validate class cascade. So again that index was rebuilt, the problem was fixed. Last you have to specify cascade. For table also, for table only, cascade. No, this is not collapsing. This will only check the integrity of an object. That's it. It is just integrity. That's it. So sometimes the table integrity, the structure integrity may get some problem issues, some logical correction. So it will tell you so that you have to recreate it, rebuild it, or recreate it. Well, if any executable got corrupted, I think you have already seen relinking. You have to do relinking. You have to do relinking. One scenario what I faced in one of the client places, what happened, suddenly when they were starting concurrent managers, the CRM was not coming up. The CRM was not coming up. And you know that the temporary solution for CRM not coming up, what is the solution? You can give the job of CRM to ICM. There is a profile is there called concurrent use ICM. You say yes, we already discussed that. Then who's going to resolve conflict? ICM will resolve conflict. If there is a problem with CRM, you can ask ICM to resolve conflict. But no, that's not a good solution. Means we should not give it this job permanently to ICM, temporary. Then again you have to fix it. So what was the problem? The CRM was not coming up. So actually, as of there is an executable it uses. Under if you look at into FND top bin directly, there is an executable called FND CRM. I think there was some problem with this one. Either it was missing or corrupted, damaged. Okay, but at that moment we were unable to figure out quickly why it happened. We were unable to figure out that moment. Anyway, we assigned the job to ICM and later relinking. That's it. Then the problem got fixed. So you know that same command, what is that? AD relink, force, val library, and then what is the utility name? FND utility. What's the name? FND CRM. I think you know this. You have already gone through this AD link. But one scenario I just wanted to present to you. This actually it happened actually. I faced this problem actually. The CRM was missing actually. So then once it is fixed, again we assign back the job of, again we say assign the job of conflict resolution back to CRM again. What's the profile again? Concurrent use ICM is equal to no. Use ICM no. So use ICM no means what? Who's going to resolve conflict? CRM will resolve. This is 4 you have already gone through this class, AD relinking. You know, one time what happens actually, even like you, if you ask me, well, if everything is okay, why it may go wrong? Yes, it may. If operating system upgraded after OS upgradation, OS migration or OS patches, when we apply OS patches now, so these executables may get corrupted, damaged. That the actually you must know that all the utilities executables are linked to libraries, and this link will get broken. If the link is broken now, so you need to relink, right? Relink. Like how do we relink Oracle utilities? Relink all. Relink all. This is AD relink. This is AD relink.ac. AD relink.sh for relinking application utilities, and only relink all, relink for relinking Oracle server utilities, Oracle server utilities, Oracle database utilities like SQL Plus, RMN. Can you tell me in which home you find the libraries to which these utilities are linked? Which home? Total 3 homes are there. So application utilities are linked to the libraries which are located in which home? Are linked to, these application utilities are linked to libraries. So those libraries are in which home? Which home? 10.1. Why 10.1? Because that is tools home and that's the default home. Yeah, correct. 10.1, 2. 10.1, 2. सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम क्या है मालूम? The moment a question is little changed, then I swear, I don't know, nobody taught me this. कसम देने तैयार हो जाते हैं, कसम खाने तैयार हो जाते हैं. I swear, Shehbaz, he is a very bad guy, you know. He didn't teach me. कसम खाने तैयार हो, Allah knows. And this is good. मैंने कितना हर्ट होता है, believe me. I swear, like me, I never. अरे मेरा भाई क्वेश्चन डिफरेंट यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट राइट ओह ओके राइट दिस इज एवरीवेयर इट इज हैपनिंग कोड डीबी बैचेस यही चल रहा है ये मैं यही होता है एवरी चूज एंड चेंज करेंगे खत्म लाइफ चेंज हो गई डोंट डू दैट I gave a request and suggestion to our code DBA batch people. You know what is that? If somebody comes to say that, oh, do you know that? No, I don't. Oh, you didn't come at Shehbaz, you course? Yeah, please, don't say it. You meet me after 1 week, I'll tell you. But don't say immediately. Because I know you forgot. Immediately, don't say, I don't know or it is not covered, don't say. You meet me after 1 week, I'll tell you. आफ्टर 1 वीक सोचो घर में बैठो देखो पूरा चेक करो उसके बाद अदरवाइज इमीडिएटली क्या होता आंसर आई नो दैट इमीडिएटली नो टेक 1 वीक टाइम फॉर इंटरव्यू आल्सो यू द सेम फॉर अस यू नो RAN I think last time that's why I'm writing fast actually. It was run the library because now these libraries will be relinked. Okay, all the libraries will be reused to recreate this utility. It is missing. The utility executable is totally missing. So how you recreate it? Again libraries. With the help of libraries, it will be recreated again. You know, like for example, if your Oracle home is not 10.1.2, it is 10.1.3 or RDBMS, all utilities get corrupted. All utilities get corrupted. Meaning, if you relink with wrong binary libraries, all get corrupted. And when chances are high of that error? When we are using one home, one user. Suppose when you install eBusiness Suite with a single user, your owner of dbtar is one same guy, application done. Chances are very high that by mistake we may do this. If there are 2 separate users are there, no problem. So this is basically corruption at different level. You can check here. Okay. Now you see, if you ask me some issues related to concurrent managers, especially concurrent manager related issues, mostly I say that ICM going down, ICM going down. When the files, why ICM going down? Okay, and I think you know very well, right? If ICM going down, it's okay, right? Your request will run or not? If only ICM goes down, your request will run, right? And then how do you restart ICM? What is the utility? You remember that? Start MGR, yeah? If only ICM goes down, how to restart ICM? Without stopping other managers, only how to start ICM? Start MGR. For example, ICM is down. ICM is down. Other managers are running. So you have to use this here. Okay? Start MGR sys MGR is equal to your sys MGR. This is sys MGR. Then ICM will be restarted. But what is the cause actually? Why ICM going down? You know, the main reason actually why file system full. An internal error. Process got killed. An internal database error, or you can have application bug could be there. But you know what? If you are no, all managers are going down. That is another issue. What I face, all managers no, mostly ICM going down. This is what I faced. All managers going on down? No, I didn't face that. Means mostly I didn't face that. If all managers going down, also could be possibilities there. Okay. So we have to look at the log file. You know what is the location of log file? Same. Log home. There is a look. Apple is there. Or you can directly go now appl csf log / appl log. Correct. You can go to directly concurrent manager log files. ICM log file is there. Standard manager log file is there. CRM log file is there. Every concurrent manager has its own log file. If ICM going down, you have to look at ICM log file. So if the file system is full also, it may go down, or because of some other issue also. Okay? So we have to trace this actually, and we have to find the root cause so that it should not go down again and again. If it goes down, immediately you restart using that command. But why it is going down, you have to have an answer now. You have to say this. So you have to say no, because one time because of file system got full, it happened. Next time it will not happen. Okay, fine. No, there is an internal error is there. For that you have to look for further solution. Yeah, you have to look at you need to ask Oracle support guys. Sometime you applied certain patches on dbtar, and as a result, some issue happened and some of the process getting terminated, ICM getting terminated. So could be from database side, application related bug also. Because you know that when you start concurrent manager, every concurrent manager maintains a dedicated session in the database. Correct? There is a session there running in database. Every concurrent manager, ICM, CRM, there is a one session is in database. If you look into $V session, $V program, you will find how many sessions are running of concurrent managers in the database. And again, I am telling you that you can know my all concurrent managers are, you know, this I think give you know, at least this this particular thing should give you more relief, more peace, more relief. When you hear these words and when you tell your word that nothing will happen automatically, you know, there is no action if there is no reaction if there is no action. That is very, these are relieving words, very comfort words. And this is a very good thing that sudden, if there is no action, reaction is a big problem actually. I haven't done anything but it's still problem, is a big problem, right? But that's never going to happen. Yeah, exactly, yes. No, but
Automatically happens.
yeah, automatically happens. See,
Calamity
you know,
happens.
even for us also automatically will not happen. Something has trigger actually.
Within
that.
over a period of time.
So my experience that in Oracle database, e-business suite, everything is perfectly, you know. Something you might have done a change at OS level, some change at network level, some change at application level, some patches we applied in database, some change, and this is happening. My all concurrent managers were okay perfectly, and now there are so no, something has changed. And another issue related to this is one. Another issue is, you know, this generally concurrent pending requests. Pending requests are increasing, running requests are slow. So why concurrent requests are more actually, isn't it? So it could be because of some conflict between concurrent managers, okay, and it could be because of conflict domain or locking issue. So these all we have to check. Or maybe it is because of the real performance issues. Because of performance also, the request may run very slow. The request may run very slow. Or the priority request, concurrent request priority. So you know there is sometimes it happens. Very typical issues that there are two solutions I will tell you. One, if your concurrent requests are not running properly, you need to go to this administrator screen, concurrent manager administrator screen. I think you know concurrent manager administrator, and there is an option is there for verify. You select ICM and verify. Then again ICM will go and check the status of all the managers. Okay. So one is if there is any issue, verify ICM. Second, you need to run one script called cm clean dot. Yeah, this is cm clean dot script. This is a non-destructive. This is a non-destructive script. It's not going to destruct anything, but it is going to clean the certain tables like FND concurrent processes, FND queues. The tables I gave you the list table, right? FND concurrent queues, FND concurrent processes. I gave you name of the 4 or 5 tables related to concurrent managers. So because of some issue of these tables also, so you have to run the script, cmclean.sql. You run that script. Okay. It is, I think it is in the FND top location, FND top SQL. You run that script, so the problem can be solved. So you have issue related to concurrent manager. You have, and then another important thing, purging concurrent request data. I think you already seen. That is also important. If the data is not purged from a long time also, there may be issue with concurrent managers. So purging of concurrent request data, running of that script. Okay. So that script is going to delete some certain rows from certain tables, which are not going to create any problem.
Database level,
That is, yeah, database only. Means you have to log in as SQL as apps user from SQL Plus you run it. Plus SQL Plus @ CM clean. Default home 10.12. So you note down that issue related to concurrent request, concurrent managers or concurrent request, run that script. Issue related to concurrent managers or concurrent requests, run that script. Okay. Or verify ICM. Verify ICM. Verify ICM.
So the place of the script,
That is FND top.
FND
FND top. SQL. CM clean. Some name, yeah, full name, I think this is CM clean only. There is another script is also there, but you write down this name, CM clean. If you are facing any other issue, look at the log file, and if you are not able to understand the issue, error, look at the keywords, and then go to Oracle support site, and then take the help there. So you need to type those keywords there in the search bar, and then you may get the help documents. So probably somebody might be facing the same issue, and they have done some workaround, either some certain workaround, or they might have applied certain patches and the problem got fixed. So this is how generally, see, certain issue I face, I can discuss with you, but there are so many things you may face some different issues. So it's not that you should be able to fix any issue, is it? And then of course make habit of tracing the change. Make habit actually the part of your. It should be habit actually. Trace the change, because most of the people are there, they don't trace the change actually. They get busy in solving the problem. So if there is a problem, why it happened, that you trace the change actually. Go to root cause, why it happened first, what we have done, and then believe me, your job is going to become very easy. As I said that always you must have one AWR report performance. When the performance is good, you need to have the statistics in your hand. When performance is good, during peak time, you need to have that data, performance data, what we call baseline report. Then during another time when performance is suddenly down, bad, then you can easily compare and you can easily know where things are going on. Otherwise your job is going to become very tough. You understand? If you don't have the baseline data. If you don't have that, if you are not comparing actually. So that means you act when things are good actually. And of course, as you know that you have to regularly look at all the log files. Always look at the log files. If there are certain basic issues also, then immediately you have to respond to those issues. Initial basic issues also, then immediately respond to that. And then before it get critical, the issue become critical, immediately you have to fix the problem. So mostly we used to face problems related to database, which are already concurrent managers, okay, and these JVM related issues, okay, and then from Apache side, very less. If you have any Apache related issues, you have to look at Apache log. Sometimes in Apache, what is the configuration file? Apache configuration file. HTTP d.on. What is the log file? Error. No, see, access.log. Who is connecting? Who is Apache is serving to whom? That is access.log. Plant information. Actually, for error, we have to look at error log. Error log. In this configuration file, there is a parameter called log level. Is there? Log level. Default value is 1. If you want to get the detail about this logging, you have to change it to error. Of course, you can change here also for the temporary purpose, or you can change through auto config. Or you need to bounce Apache. What is the name of the parameter? Log level. What is it called? Log level. Log level. Default value is what? 1. You want to change it to what? Error. Meaning what? What is the meaning? By default, you will not get detailed error message in the Apache log file. Warning you will get, but error you will not get. Why? Because what is the default log level? 1. So you have to change to what? Error. But normally you should keep 1 only. Why? Because from the performance point of view, which is good? 1 is good. But once your stability, if there is Apache sometimes going crash and these, then don't you want to keep it error. And once it is Apache is stable, everything is fine, then change it to what? 1, default. Yeah, level of the how you there are more levels are there. I will give you detail, but error is okay. Depth, how much you want to capture the detail about the logging. if there is anything we may be discussing again, okay, I'll be just sharing with you again. If there is any points related to troubleshooting. Now we are going to go and talk about this shared abstract, and RAC, shared abstract and RAC. RAC, just basic idea, rack. We are not talking about rack with E-Business Suite, just normal rack, and then later integration of rack with E-Business Suite. Yeah, that is later. Rack, after that, concurrent manager load balancing, PCP and all these. See, I think most of the points related to shared abstract, you know that there will be only single copy of what? Already the same thing. There will be a single copy of Apple top, common top, and tech stack, and where in the shared storage. And that shared storage is what? I think we have discussed a couple of times. Like it has to be there in the shared storage, either SAN or NAS. NAS is okay for application. So you have a NAS box or a SAN box. So for application you can use NAS. You can use NAS box. Okay, for database SAN. Okay. So now you have your Apple top, common top, and tech stack in the shared storage. But every application TAN node must have what? Tell me what we have already discussed on that. INS2 top. INS2 top you can keep in the shared storage, but recommended is that keep INS2 top local. In every abstract node, you must have INS2 top, and Apple top, common top, and tech stack will be in the shared storage. So that means here we need a shared storage. And how we can access certain files simultaneously from the multiple host, from multiple location, how we can access? The answer is through a cluster file system. So we need not normal file system, we need a cluster, and there are two types of file system, you know that. Local file system and cluster file system, which is also called global file system. ext3, NTFS, these are what? Local file system. We want a file system like, you know what, Veritas cluster file system or Red Hat global file system. And there is a file system from Oracle Corporation which is a cluster file system, and that is the only file system which is certified for E-Business Suite shared abstract, that is OCFS2. So that means in the shared abstract mainly we have to discuss about this OCFS2. This is the Oracle cluster file system version 2. OCFS2, you see version 2 release. Okay, this is actually release 1.4, 1.3. We are discussing 1.3, 1.4 also, 1.x. So we are discussing 1.3, 1.2, all that. OCFS2 means version, and then releases are there, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So OCFS2 stands for Oracle Cluster File System version 2. So that means we need to use what? Cluster file system. Cluster file system. And which cluster file system is certified for shared abstract? OCFS2. So means even though if there is another, like say Veritas cluster file system, technically yes we can use it, but it is not certified. So what happened? Tomorrow if you people are facing some issue, if you go to Oracle support, they may not give you any solution. Why? Because you are not using something which is not certified. You are using something which is not certified, or you are not using which is certified. So you have to use what is certified. You understand? If you understand, if you are using certain thing which is not certified, what is the impact of that? No support. That's the impact. No support. You are using something certified. If there is issue, Oracle say fine, we will give you solution. That's what it is. So one side we have to look at shared abstract. Then for shared abstract, our discussion must be on OCFS. Anyway, first if you look at the history of shared abstract, it was introduced with a name called shared Apple top. It was initially called shared Apple top, which was introduced in 11.5.9. Shared Apple top. and then later Oracle changed it to shared abstract. Now I will tell you the difference between this right from 11.5.10. So this is not from release 12, this is itself from 11.9 itself. 11.5.9 it was shared apple top, then shared apple top meaning shared apple top means sharing apple top and common top. That's it. And shared abstract means sharing of everything. That means sharing of apple top, common top, and your text stack. So that means when we say don't make mistake that some people say shared apple top. It was before. Not it is not shared apple top. It is not shared abstract. Shared apple top means not only apple top but common top. So that means we can share only apple top and common top, but each node must have home. 10.1.2 home, 10.1.3, that is the 806 home must be there. But now later Oracle said no, everything you can share. But recommended one thing don't share. What is that? INS data. So of course we are talking about shared abstract, apple top, common top, and text stack. Sharing of this. So we'll keep all this in the shared storage, and from every shared abstract node we will access it same time. So you know what? Now this is exactly we are talking about multi-user, isn't it? Multi-user. So for multi-user, you need to have this locking mechanism. If two user or two process accessing the same file from two different machines. So should it be possible same time? No, one by one, locking mechanism. So there should be some locking mechanism, okay? And right now who is accessing same time? There should be some heartbeat mechanism. This is the main primary difference between a local file system and shared. ext3, NTFS, they don't have all this. Any cluster file system, you talk about Veritas cluster file system, Red Hat global file system or OCFS2, they have a built-in locking mechanism and all that.
We have INS top in 11.5.9 and 11.5.9.
Yes, so that is shared actually. There's a configuration file used to be inside a common top or text stack.
Then separated from common top and
Into INS top. It was mixed. It was in a common top also. It was in apple top also. Or it was in text stack also.
Now we have
Like for example, http.conf. It used to be under text stack. Now it is in INS top. Appsave.conf, forms it used to be in common top. Now it is in INS top. That was a big problem in 11.9.
common place for all configuration.
Log files also. So you saw the picture about shared abstract and you got a brief history, but now the file system we have to use what? OCFS. Look at the OCFS. Oracle introduced first OCFS, only OCFS. First time. It was called, you see, full form you know that, Oracle Cluster File System. But definition, a cluster file system for Oracle, a cluster file system for Oracle Cluster Database. Oracle Cluster or RAC database. Wow. OCFS was introduced only for database, not for application. And then what is the next? OCFS 2.1.5 as so many revisions came start. Total change, drastic change, total change. Look at it. And open source, journal purpose, POSIX compliant, cluster file system, total change. This was designed for only database and this is for anybody can use. It is first of all free, open source. General purpose, It is not just for database, it can be used for application. It can be used for application also. And POSIX compliant means standard Unix. It supports standard Unix, all standards of Unix, and it is a clustered file system. So you can use for application and anybody can use it. You can download free and anybody can use it, OCFS. And another good thing is that now OCFS2 is coming in built in with the Linux kernel. Now all the latest kernel, you don't need to download and install OCFS2. OCFS2 is a part of Linux kernel. You install your any Linux kernel, I am saying, you Red Hat, SUSE, anyone, because it's a part of kernel. Any Linux operating system, there is a built-in OCFS2. ext3. Do we install? It is there now, ext3 already. So now OCFS2 is also coming built-in. You need to just configure it. You don't need to install it. You need to configure it. Configure it, use it. That's it.
Are there any instances where without OCFS2, these are running directly on VMware, Meta, HCMP kind of?
No, production no. No. The databases are running, but application no. Databases yes, application no. Application all are OCFS2 only. Because most of the organizations are very concerned with the support partner. What is OCFS2? So actually, like how this, if you look at the Shell AppStar works, actually how it works, you can do it two-way. Right from the installation, when you're installing the software, you can place your AppleTalk Common Talk in the shared storage. Or else later you can do through cloning. Both ways you can do it. You can migrate your current file system to a shared file system later also, or through the fresh installation also. You can do fresh installation. So for your clear better understanding, it is a fresh installation. Now we want to install e-business suite with shared AppStar. So that means here you will be having your shared storage box, NAS or sandbox. Let us call it shared storage box. And now here we are having, let's say, total 3 nodes are there. Total 3 nodes are there. 3 nodes are there. So what are the preparation you have to do at the storage level and this? This will be done by the network people, the storage administrator. So you understand the basic core concept actually. How the SAN disk, these are your actually storage disk. These are all storage disk. This, all the shared disk actually. These are disks. You can just call this, these are all shared disk actually, disks. And this box, what you see, is not a sandbox technically, or not a NAS box. It is called disk array controller. It is called disk array controller. So this is a box actually, which has all the shared hard disks are there. So here, what you have to do? Now, first you have to make sure that this is DB apps 1, machine apps 2, apps 2. Now, this is the names of them. First you have to make sure that you are going to install the same operating system with the same patch level, same OS, must mandate. OS must be same. Suppose RHEL 5, same RHEL 5, RHEL 5, same patches. User, when you are going to create user, APPLMGR, Oracle, user same ID, user ID same, group name same, group ID must be same. Same operating system, same patches, user ID and group ID must be, user name, group name, not only name but even ID must be same. User ID and group ID must be same. All that. Split architecture is not supported. You cannot have different operating system for shared AppStar. Same. This is what you have to do the initial preparation. The rest, whatever you do for installation, same thing. The file permission, this, blah, blah. And you must understand that what you are planning to, keep here locally, iNSTITOP. And the remaining everything you are going to keep there actually. Just basic idea I'm giving you. First see here. Just a basic idea first. Now you know that, of course, here also we have local disk are there, isn't it? Local disk, maybe one. Each machine must have local disk. Local disk must be the local hard disk. Because where you are installing the operating system in the local disk. But apart from that, we need more space for keeping iNSTITOP. Okay. And I can say RDBMS home. So we are planning to keep our database also there. Database also there. No, I'm not talking about RAC, rack. Database single one instance, non-rack. But where you will keep it physically, data files, read log file, control file, in the shared storage. But RDBMS home, here. RDBMS home, here. Plus iNSTITOP. So what we want to here? Okay, DB apps, what? RDBMS home, iNSTITOP. What here? Only iNSTITOP. So just a plan here. What we are planning to do? RDBMS home plus iNSTITOP. What we are going to do here? What? Only iNSTITOP. What we are going to have here? iNSTITOP. Just paper on the paper. That's it. In this machine, RDBMS home, iNSTITOP, iNSTITOP. That's what we are going to have it. And where will be upper top, common top, and 10.1.2, 10.1.3? Okay. This is an idea first, basic concept. Be clear, okay? So that means you need to have how much space you can understand. So you are going to keep RDBMS home local, you are going to keep iNSTITOP local, so you must have at least minimum 2 hard disks or 2-3 hard disks. Here you have 1 hard disk enough, 1 hard disk enough. Local. Or 1 hard disk for operating system, 1 hard disk for iNSTITOP. Okay, or 1 hard disk at least. But you need actual more storage where? There. Now the question is this. We are doing installation here from this machine. But we are starting installation from here. But physically files will not be kept in the local hard disk. The physical files will be kept in the shared hard disk. The first question comes to mind is that from this machine, from this host, how we are going to access the shared storage? Shared disk. That's the question first. Here we have a concept in whether you talk about NAS or SAN. The single most important concept what you people have to understand, the single most important concept as a core DBA also, as a core DBA, as an even apps DBA, the single most important to understand the shared storage concept is LUN. The single most important concept you must have, the concept of LUN, logical unit number. Every answer is there actually. You get a complete picture. How we are accessing a remote hard disk, isn't it? From this machine we are accessing a remote hard disk. So the answer is through what? LUN. Yeah, detail is through LUN. LUN. You know what? Now let's see what is a LUN. A LUN means logical unit number, but what is exactly LUN, A LUN is a logical SAN disk, which is a logical SAN disk. Logical means it could be based on multiple physical disks. A logical SAN or NAS disk. A logical SAN or NAS disk. A logical SAN or NAS disk. In bracket you can say one or more. Physically one or more. I repeat, a logical SAN or NAS. Let me finish complete NAS also. Same LUN concept is there in NAS. A logical SAN or NAS disk. Logical disk, but physically in the bracket one or more. One LUN can be created on 2 or 3 or 4 disks. Okay. A logical SAN or NAS disk. With RAID level defined. With RAID level defined. With RAID level defined. Even RAID level will be defined. RAID level, you understand? RAID level will be defined in the bracket 0 or 1 plus 0, 0, yeah, 1 plus 0, whatever. With RAID level defined. With RAID level. With RAID level defined. For every LUN, already RAID level will be defined. With RAID level defined. And then you write down. The next point is LUN or LUNs are presented to host, or host, and this is equal to called LUN masking. You can say granting up, grant. LUN or LUNs are assigned, presented or granted to host. This is called LUN masking. So what is LUN? And then second, how LUNs are assigned to the host? LUN masking. What is LUN masking? Presentation or grant. When a LUN is assigned to a machine, this is called what? LUN masking. LUN masking.
Without that method being implemented at the node level, can you grant one LUN to multiple nodes?
Without RAID level is there in the sandbox.
No, that understood. If there is a LUN available directly with all the RAID levels and all stuff.
Can be directly, sir, of course.
Can it be assigned to multiple nodes or only one node at a time?
One LUN can be assigned to multiple nodes.
Without the cluster being implemented.
Which
There is no
cluster?
cluster between the nodes. They are logically different machines. They are not grouped together. Still you can assign them.
No. This is not a hardware cluster. I am going to tell you what is that.
Small dot.
Okay. Now look at here. Here I am making it very simple. Look at it. Now what we have done here, there is a, for example, LUN, anything, don't get confused, LUN 1, 2, 3, LUN 10, LUN 10, and in this we are going to plan it to get plan it keyboard, upper top, common top and text stack. And this LUN, so one LUN is granted to, or one LUN is masked to 3 machine. The same LUN you can see from here, the same LUN you can see here or from here. Okay? And what do you call this LUN? Shade LUN. One LUN is shade. Shade LUN. Shade LUN means what? When one LUN is presented to multiple hosts, it is called what? Shade LUN. Shade LUN. Shade LUN is okay, right? So this is called, now this become what? Shade LUN. You write down these points, okay, and then you will easily understand. It is very simple. I'm making it very simplified, very simple. When a LUN is presented to multiple hosts, when a LUN presented to multiple hosts, in bracket shade LUN, shade LUN. When a LUN presented to multiple hosts, in the bracket shade LUN. Idea. I repeat, when a LAN is presented to or assigned to multiple hosts, it is called what? Shared LAN. Very important point. Next. Then a cluster file system must be used. Then a cluster file, in short, then a cluster file system must be used. A cluster file system, you cannot use normal file system. Then a cluster file system must be used. On a shared LAN, a cluster file system must be used. But you write down it. Then a cluster file system must be used. And here we are using what? Example, you write down. Example what? OCFS2. When one LAN is assigned to only one machine, which file system can be used? Local, ext3. But when one LAN is assigned to 2 or 3, then you must have to use cluster file system. And here, the one which is certified, we are using that is OCFS2. The answer is OCFS2. So that means, now which file system you must have here on? OCFS2. And that OCFS2 will use which LAN? For example, LAN 10, which is assigned. So that means later what we are going to have, okay, when we are going to have up and down common top text stack here, so and those files will be accessed simultaneously from here and here and here. Now who will take care about this locking mechanism, heartbeat, who will take care of all these things? And you know, there is something called distributor lock manager, heartbeat manager, okay, who's going to take care of, or there is a, even we have, you know what, synchronization, who will take care? OCFS2 will take care. That cluster file system will take care. OCFS2 will take care. So you need to have OCFS2 here. So generally, when a LAN is assigned, so here what we do, we create a file system. We create which file system we use? ext3. But in place of the ext3, we have to use which file system? OCFS2 file system. And you're going to see more practically later, you're going to see. Example. Then next what must be done? The remaining, Abdul Shukur will continue with you people. There are utilities are there, how to create a OCFS2 file system and all that basic commands are there, how to create file system. There is something called mkfs.ocfs2 utility there to create file system. We use mkfs. We use mkfs. You people have used mkfs? mkfs. Here we are using OCFS to mkfs. Slight difference. Mount, use it. So very basic level, simple concept I have already presented to you. Like just creating file system and mounting the file system. You just go through it with Abdul Shukur, and next I'll tell you more about this, and then RAC RAC part also inshallah will discuss.